Hey everyone, I'm going to talk a little bit about PlateRate's company culture. And I'm going to talk about it by taking a few examples of things, situations, and how they work at some companies. And then I'm going to talk about how they work at PlateRate to show the contrast. When I share these examples, please know that anonymous surveys of PlateRate have indicated that 100% of the time we are actually following the values located at platerate.com/careers. So we'd love for you to have a look at those. And these are just a few examples of how PlateRate handles situations differently than the norm. Um, so in a lot of companies, say there's an important decision between A and B. The boss may call a meeting. You may have a really compelling reason that you want to go with A, but the boss starts the meeting and says, "Look, we need to make a decision, and we don't have time to deliberate. I've chosen B, and you all have to be on board." At this point, challenging your boss would be known as a CLM, or a career limiting move, not a highly recommended choice. At PlateRate, when we have important decisions, we ask everyone interested to share their perspective, why option A, why option B, along with rationale, and we try to come up with the best decision for the company and all people involved. When it comes to important decisions, we think it's really important to make good decisions rather than fast decisions. So we slow down, give everybody a voice, and almost always come to consensus when we do. Now I'll give another example. Let's say Stan comes to Joe, the manager, and says, "Sally's not doing the work I asked her to do. I asked her to do this weeks ago, and she's just not getting it done." Well, then Joe goes to Sally and says, "Sally, why aren't you getting this work done? You really have to stop being difficult to other team members." Now, this is a form of passive aggressiveness that's really common at a lot of companies. At PlateRate, it would be handled a little bit differently. Joe would tell Stan, "Please sit down with Sally, ask her for her list of tasks and their priorities, and come to a consensus on where your task fits into her priorities, so she can give an estimate on when the work will be completed." If they can't come to consensus, Joe can get involved. However, we've found at PlateRate that that's almost never necessary, because if two people talk openly and honestly about the list of tasks in someone's queue and how important they are, they can almost always come to consensus. In other words, we really embrace a spirit of collaboration, giving constructive criticism, being open to constructive criticism, and directly addressing those issues with individuals rather than the passive aggressive technique of complaining to someone's manager without talking to the individual themselves. We really believe that all of our employees are mature, responsible adults that are open to feedback and criticism, want to grow personally and develop themselves, and we should really be seeing criticism from others that's helpful in making us grow as a positive thing rather than a negative thing. So hopefully you liked what we're doing here at PlateRate. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Thank you. Bye-bye.